Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraqi Dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. All right, family, before we dive into today's updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because when this RV news breaks, you're going to want to be the first to know. Don't wait until after the fact. Stay ahead of the curve with us. Now, today's intel is packed. We're talking about financial ratios that point to a much stronger dinar than people realize. Updates that could shift the conversation around the feasibility of a $1 plus rate, and even some debate around whether Iraq is preparing for a real value change or just playing smoke and mirrors. And trust me, when you hear how the numbers from years ago stack up against what Iraq has in place today, it's going to make you sit back and say, wow, the pieces are lining up. So stick with me, because I'm going to walk you through the latest updates one by one, and then I'll give you my own final analysis on what it all really means. Let's get into the updates. From Intel Guru Bruce via Wiser now, we're hearing our notifications would come out Sunday or Monday and exchanges would start Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's sort of the progression of the timeline that we have as of today. We should be exchanging according to one source no later than Wednesday. From Newshound Intel Guru Mountain Goat, my CBI contact said they need to do the project to delete the zeros very soon to get all this hoarded cash into the banking system. Think about this. Who the hell is going to turn in their 3 zeros notes if the dinar is not worth more than the dollar? They know what is coming, and they are waiting for it, just like us. Over the years, the CBI has tried every trick in the book to get these dinar hoards in the banks. Unsuccessfully. This new rate will be the second of the 2 rate changes we were promised by the CBI years ago. Finally, the CBI told us it must be just over $1. Remember, folks, this will be in Iraq in country only. We cannot yet go the banks when this happens. It will not yet be international. The CBI cannot let the dinar sit there for too long without migrating to the out-of-country global currency exchanges. To wait would also be disastrous too. This is why, when this does happen, we must watch the dinar very closely, since it could then pop out on Forex at about any time afterwards. Then we go to the bank as investors. If you want a timing, watch the process. From Intel Guru Frank 26. They keep talking about a digital currency. I want them to talk about lower notes, a new currency. They talk about the lifting of the 3 zeros from the exchange rate, which would equal a new currency. No matter what, the point is they're talking about it, which means they're about to introduce it. It tells you it's coming. From Guru Nader, from the Mideast, they're getting ready to change the currency. Here's the good thing. They're not going to change the paper. They're not going to delete the 3 zeros from the paper. That's really good. I was excited when I heard that. They're going to make it more digital than anything else. That's what we want. You don't want them to delete the 3 zeros and then you have no way to change your dinars. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, Iran is moving towards a historic change in its national currency, removing 4 zeros. Article, quote, Iranian cabinet approved a plan to remove 4 zeros from the national currency. From Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK. Question. As time has gone on, what currencies do you think will be in first basket? From Mark Z. The ones I am most confident in are Iraq, Vietnam, and Indonesia. From Intel Guru Frank 26. Trump has taken over the monetary reform of your currency in Iraq. That's why things are moving at the pace that they are. From Newshound/Intel Guru Walking Stick. The currency of Iraq is different. It is not fiat. This currency is backed by gold, assets, and by the planet Earth. Basically, everything that the planet needs is in Iraq, and they are becoming digital. From Newshound Guru Pimpy. I would love to see it go to $3 plus where it was before. Even with the deletion of the zero, I get over $15,000. I'm not going to bitch about that. All my dinar cost me less than $2,000. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is progression. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Guru Nutter, from the Mideast, Trump has nothing to do with the Dinar RV. I like Trump. I voted for Trump. I stand for Trump. I disagree with him in a couple of things where he can do a lot better. From Newshound Guru Militiaman. You'd be surprised on how confident I am that the redenomination, revaluation, and applying a real effective exchange rate is. Iraq coins, that means value. It means they're going to have a powerful exchange rate. Al-Sudani said, the dinar will be stronger than the dollar. I think it's going to hold true. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26. The shadow that's being cast on our study is evidence of the monetary reform blossoming and coming forth. There are so many delicious subjects going on right now. Before I dive into my final analysis, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't wait until it's too late. When this thing moves, you'll want to say you stayed ahead of the curve with us. All right, family, let's break this down. We've covered the updates, and now I want to tie it all together with some facts most people never talk about, starting with the 2013-2014 Ministry of Finance Feasibility Study. This wasn't guesswork. It was a government-backed report that asked the simple but critical question: if Iraq reinstates its currency, what rate can the economy actually support? Back then, the study looked at 4 major levers. First was foreign reserves versus the money supply. In 2013, Iraq had about $50 billion in reserves against 60 trillion dinar in M2, giving them a coverage ratio that supported around 83 cents per dinar, nearly a dollar-to-dollar value, and that was more than a decade ago. Second, oil revenues. Iraq was exporting roughly $100 billion annually, creating a sustainable surplus on their current account. Third, debt sustainability. Thanks to Paris Club forgiveness, external debt dropped dramatically, freeing fiscal space. And last, the REER, the real effective exchange rate, which showed the dinar was undervalued compared to trade flows and purchasing power. Put it all together, and the study concluded Iraq could support a rate above $1, with some reform scenarios modeling even a return to the historic 322 cents level from before 2003. Now here's where it gets exciting. 2025 looks even better than 2013. That same reserves to money supply ratio has doubled. Iraq now has about $112 billion in reserves against roughly 70 trillion dinar, which mathematically supports around $1.60 per dinar. Oil? Still strong, about $115 billion annually, and this time they're diversifying beyond just oil. Debt to GDP? It's been cut in half, down from 80% in 2013 to about 40% today. And once again, the RER confirms what we already see: the dinar is still undervalued, and by IMF's own models, the equilibrium rate justifies a rate well above $1. So the math doesn't just hold, it's stronger now than ever. If Iraq was capable of supporting 1+ over a decade ago, today the fundamentals say they could do it with even more stability. Which brings me to the elephant in the room, Pimpy's argument. He's been out there saying LOP, delete the zeros, redenomination, it's all the same thing and it leaves note holders with no gain. But here's the reality. That logic doesn't add up. If Iraq did a LOP, basically chopping zeros without increasing value, it would destroy investor confidence, collapse trust in their own banking system, and completely contradict the IMF-backed reforms they've been implementing for years. Why? Because a LOP doesn't strengthen purchasing power. It's just cosmetic. What Iraq is doing, and the feasibility study proves it, is preparing for a redenomination with revaluation based on fundamentals, not a worthless LOP. The CBI isn't spending years building up reserves, enforcing compliance, digitizing payments, and modernizing banks just to pull a bait and switch. If they were going to LOP, they could have done it years ago. Instead, they've positioned themselves with stronger reserves, lower debt, and IMF oversight. Exactly the environment you need for a meaningful rate change. So here's my take. When you compare the numbers from 2013 to 2025, the case for a stronger dinar isn't weaker. It's twice as strong. The fear-mongering just doesn't hold up when you look at the data. And that's why I believe Iraq isn't just kicking the can, they're setting the stage for something much bigger. And when that moment comes, those of us who've stayed informed, researched, and patient will be ready. That's my final take. Moreover, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article of 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye!